Okay everybody, it is Tuesday. I'm filming one day early. It may actually soon be Wednesday. I'm not sure, and I'm kind of hiding something right now. But it's time for another weekly shop update. So let me move out of the way and let's see the big reveal. The big reveal is that I have dry assembled the main pieces in the rocking chair, the rear legs, the rear stretcher, the side rails, and the front stretcher. Now, the rocking chair is coming way too far back. And that's because there's so much material on these rear legs that need to be removed. It may be hard to see from here. I'll hopefully get a zoom in here, but there is pretty much over half of this leg has to be removed. And once that's gone, in the back here and in the front as well as on the sides, there's going to be a lot of weight removed. And once that weight's removed, the chair will then start moving back in this direction where it's supposed to be. But I just couldn't help myself out tonight and not put this thing on top of the rockers to see if it actually rocked, which it does. It rocks. I'm ecstatic. It's awesome. So, and there's still shaping to do in the front legs. Got to remove some material there. And of course, the rear legs will meet the rockers significantly better than they do right now because there's just too much material, so that angle is not matching up yet. But it will once that back material is removed. So this is really cool. I'm just absolutely ecstatic. Tell you what I've done so far this week, which as you can tell is been a lot. So I milled up the rear legs and the front legs, and I milled up all the material for the rails and the stretchers. And once I milled up the rear legs and the front legs, I cut mortises into them. I used a jig. This is a router jig that Michael Fortune designed, and it's been published a number of times in Fine Woodworking magazine. And I built this one for my DeWalt router. And I've got another jig attached to it that matches the angle in the chair for the rockers, the back legs, the whole 9 yards. And this guy plus this allows me to route all of my mortises that in the front and rear legs. Well, mainly in the front legs actually. The rear legs, those mortises are routed just on top of the bench, piece clamped down, and then with an edge guide. So, but this guy's for the front legs. So if you take a look at the chair this way, and again remember there's way too much weight here in the back. Once this weight's removed, the chair will have a different resting place, but for now this is how it is. So you can see the legs are angled inwards towards me, and that is exactly how they are on the original chair, from the bottom of the rockers all the way up to just above, which will be somewhere around here I believe, where the arms come into the rear legs. And then just above that point, the legs can't back out, so they're cut that way, or they were shaped that way. They come back to get a 90-degree angle in this direction, so that coming back to 90. So if this is angled here, I gotta remove material up here and reshape the leg so that instead of this being inward like this, these are in the same plane together. And that's gonna be a fun thing. So that's a lot of work I gotta do next week, is to I don't know if I'm gonna approach even this next week. I'm gonna start with the front legs and then move back to the rear legs. And the front legs are the same thing. They have to be shaped on the bandsaw as well. Yeah, because they are angled inward and they're parallelogram, so I need to keep this front face here in the same plane. So it's coming at an angle and it makes a turn here. And this piece here needs to stay straight. So I can't take this to the router table and pattern route this. it's just not going to work, because if I do that, this piece is coming at an angle, and now I'm pattern routing at an angle up here. That's not what I want. Instead, what I need to do is tilt the bandsaw table to match the angle of the piece, and then come and shape the piece on the bandsaw. So not that big of a deal, just something different than the way the armchair was built. And they really are two completely different animals of a chair. The armchair is not nearly actually as complicated, I believe, as building the rocking chair. It has less parts, the rocking chair, than the armchair does, but nonetheless, this chair is far more complicated. I believe it's the most complicated piece I've probably ever built. Yeah, it really is. I've been studying this thing for years just to get to this point. So, yeah, it's going to be really cool. I can't wait to share the whole thing with you guys, on the site, and keep doing more updates like this and showing you the progress. So besides the rocking chair, what else happened this week in the shop? Well, Matt Cremona and myself released yesterday another episode of the Matt and Matthew Show, and we had Joseph Thompson on as a guest. It's a really great episode, guys. It's an hour long, so you're gonna need a little bit of time to watch it, but you should definitely watch it. Joseph is an incredible craftsman, incredible woodworker, and it was just really a lot of fun for us to spend some time with him. You'll see the episode, it's an hour long, and then in 2 weeks we're going to release another episode with him where we take a tour of his shop, which that is just really cool. And wait till you see, I'm not going to say it, but just wait till you see some of the tools he has in there in the setup. It's just really cool. But we spent some time with him before as well, him and his wife. And yeah, I've been following him for a long time on Instagram. He follows me as well, and Matt as well. And he just builds some beautiful furniture. So there's just a wealth of information in that 1 hour show of his. And you should definitely go and check it out. I recommend it highly. So otherwise, I'm really looking forward to showing you guys some progress on this next week. Every day I come in the shop and I do some work on it is a day that I'm very happy. So until next time, next week, as always, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and post it on your favorite social networking sites. Check me out at mmwoodstudio.com, and I will see you guys in a week. I hope you have a great week in the shop, because as you think you could tell from this update, I've had a really great week in the shop as well.